These are the ABCs of CCEL. Let's look first at critical friends groups at Richland Northeast High School. This year we had one active CFG of new teachers. It worked really well, but we want more. So this summer we're having 10 teacher leaders being trained by the National School Reform faculty. Those trained teacher leaders will establish their own CFGs. MasteryConnect is a part of Richland Northeast High School. Teachers find real value in MasteryConnect in many of their classes. Listen to this testimonial by a teacher.
So, as a new teacher, nurse one day, teacher next day, knowing very little about the teacher technology, MasteryConnect has saved my life. When I was cleaning out my office here at the end of the year, I discovered that prior to the second semester, I probably had chopped down a tree or two, running copies of tests and whatnot, but some of the other teachers, or actually Ms. Matthews, she saw me making some copies of my midterm. She says, why don't you administer it online like I do? And I was like, what do you mean? Because, of course, the technology was all overwhelming to me coming in, from the hospital to the classroom. And but it was definitely worth my time. And she came over during third period that same day. She mentioned it to me in the copy room and showed me how to do it. And Benjamin Kane had worked with me a little bit with it prior to that, but I still didn't have a full understanding. But once I found out about MasteryConnect, it saved me a ton of time and a ton of materials. The students loved it because they
So we want to continue to promote MasteryConnect as a tool that offers immediate feedback, that focuses on standards, that engages students, and that gives teachers satisfaction. PBL, of course, is a part of Richland Northeast High School. This year we had trained and untrained teachers who were trying out PBL. We had a PLC that was based on PBL, and we gave support to teachers, had them come down to the collaborative space that we have, C101, and worked with them to flesh out the 8 essential components of PBL. This summer we have PBL 101 training sessions that we know will be very well attended. So our goal for next year is to increase the use of PBL by teachers across the curriculum, to continue to support them, and to have teachers who lead one another in PBL. And then we want the PBL PLC to be empowered. PLCs used enterprise learning this year at Richland Northeast High School. We had 12 PLCs that were generated by the faculty of Richland Northeast High School, and 100% of our teachers were in those PLCs. In this picture, you see teachers sharing their successes from last year with their elbow partners. That was a part of our process of figuring out our topics for the PLCs. The PLCs then, after they did work, reported out to the staff at faculty meetings. And they used the enterprise learning cycle to self-evaluate. They decided what stage their PLC was operating at, if they missed or needed to revisit any stages, and if they had completed their work or if they still had more work to do. Teachers were allowed to drop add to switch PLC membership, and 100% of the PLCs asked to continue their work. In this picture, teachers are giving feedback on the successes, struggles, and suggestions for PLCs. Our plan for next year is to level up our work with either a book study. We could have the group do a professional development design, an action research project, or some other choice by that PLC. We offered PD at Richland Northeast High School this year every Wednesday. We personalized that PD through access and learning choices. Through Google Classroom, teachers could learn independently. They could come and work with us face-to-face during scheduled times, or they could set up another time. They could come via a Google Hangout, and we allowed them to personalize their product. We also collaborated with a USC professor, Dr. Vic Oglin, who helped us to emphasize literacy across the curriculum. Teachers made videos and had their students make videos of literacy in their classroom. Check out this video by the dance class. We also offered direct support to teachers who used new learning with students. Notice Storyboard That and Screencastify as two tools that teachers used. We focused on teacher leaders, and by the end of the year, we encouraged teachers to lead PD. Notice this video of two teachers who are leading PD in our collaborative space. We also shared at a district level a couple of times, and we'll be sharing this summer at a national level. Next year, we want to offer professional development based on data. We want to use the Bright Bite survey, which is a survey offered by the district. We also are going to be using the results from the CCEL survey that teachers took. We want to offer PD based on teacher need, as the teacher perceives it and as the admin perceives it. We want to be more careful about gathering teacher feedback at the end of PD sessions. We want to continue to personalize learning and actually to take that to another level. We want to focus on teacher leaders and have them lead PD. We plan to build communities of learners, heterogeneous groups that will meet monthly. And that is the ABCs of CCEL at Richland Northeast High School.